Welcome in. Here we are. It's Wednesday night, which isn't normal for us here in the Broadcasting Lounge, but something special just to finish off the year. So here we are. We're at Mount Washington. We're currently at the top of this 11.9 kilometer circuit, and we're going to raise some money for the Cancer Society. So the idea is we've got the Gen 3 supercars and a hill climb. So we've turned it into a soapbox. 1.3 litres of fuel. And with us in the lounge, Shane White on the cameras and also going to be giving it a nudge, which you'll see later. And also Captain himself, Wayne Bloor. How are?
Yo, very cool. Yeah, looking forward to this, Corey. You've done well putting this together, and yeah, it's great to see nearly five or over $500 going towards the Cancer Society close to Christmas. So, big effort, very cool.
Yeah, it's sort of haven't tried too hard to make work for myself. It's sort of just made it all easy, and all I needed was some support, and we've definitely got plenty of that.
Very cool, very cool.
Yeah, thanks, Corey. Awesome to be here. Very excited about this. Awesome event you've put on, raising funds for the Cancer Society. And of course, big thanks to Simblex for getting behind it with some prize money for the podium, I believe, as well.
Yeah, we've got 150 for the fastest time, 100 for second, and 50 for third. And Supercars NZ are also going to do some random draws at the end for some iRacing credit for anybody that's needed to maybe buy this track or anything like that. So far we've raised $635. Initially had set a goal of 500. We jumped over that a little earlier tonight, and the goal jumped up to 1,000. So in the description of the video, there is a link to donate. Donate. Tell us who you are, and what area you're in too. Um, this sort of cancer thing affects 1 in 3 people in New Zealand, and the Cancer Society do a wonderful job supporting families and helping get people to appointments and just all those little things that you don't think about.
Yeah, 100%. Very cool, very cool.
All right, well, I'm currently sitting at the top and have tasked myself with going first, giving it a nudge, and we're going to leave a 2-minute gap between people. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to make it a minute down the road. And looks like Leon Weir's tasked himself with being second. He's currently wasting his fuel backing up the road.
That sounds like pretty typical Leon Weir behaviour. We can have a quick look at. No, we can't have a quick look at the track because it's not going to give us a track map. But that's alright.
All right, I'm gonna go. So first off the line, you can for cancer. Gen 3 Super Soapbox is off, and I'm gonna give it some herb. Waste some of that gas.
Yeah, 1.3 liters. Don't know how long downhill it is, but yeah, Soapbox Derby, Supercars NZ, good fun.
Yes, the idea is Corey's given everyone the minimum amount of fuel possible tonight, so it gives them enough to be able to get some speed off the line and get some speed out of the slower corners, but they're going to have to use that strategically because the majority is going to be coasting the way down.
Yeah, one off track and loss of time, so yeah, you won't have a time recorded with an off track, so be aware of that when you're heading down.
On
Yeah, I
board,
guess we're promoting clean racing.
Yeah, always do,
absolutely.
always do.
On board with Corey Kitchen, talk us through it, Corey.
Well, at the moment, it's put on the clutch. I have got the option to turn off the car, which I probably might do.
How much
Yeah.
practice have you had, Corey?
I have honestly made it about a minute down and crashed every time. The dirt, I can tell you, is tough. There's a hard left-hand corner just as you come onto the dirt, which you're going to see me get to quite soon.
Very tricky section through here as well. Over all the bumps, trying to carry that momentum, but also not be too fast to send it off the
Oh,
road.
there's a 1X. I'm buggered.
Oh no!
cool bit of fun.
So yeah, that's a 1x for me. So my time won't count. So I'm just gonna keep going, and it'll be pretty close to the next car gonna be going shortly.
Coming into the dirt section here. Well, you've done well to actually get some turn there. You've got to scrub so much speed off there before you get onto the dirt. Are you on a wet tyre to try and help you with that dirt, Corey?
No, I'm definitely.
Well, from my practice, I can tell you it actually doesn't help too much anyway, so that's alright.
Yeah, this dirt is tricky with slicks.
Oh, good stuff. So how are we controlling who's rocking next? Is it just jump on in and go for it as plan? Is that the...
I think
Yeah,
Leon and Sean are in Discord just making sure everybody keeps a 2-minute gap, and yeah, other than that, it's just going to be whoever lines up ready for the next time.
Very cool, very cool. Dougley?
Hey,
Douglas Dickley joins us in the lounge.
how are we?
Yeah, we good, we good.
I got a 1x,
Fun.
so I'm buggered. I think I've had more than a 1x now. I don't know how many incidents I've picked up. For having the first nudge, Douglas, and I've actually probably made it further than I thought I was going to.
Fantastic. What does it look like in the car?
We'll just
Fast.
come out of the in-car.
Ah, well, I won't subject anyone else to further torture. I'm loving the foliage cam though, Shano.
This is honestly just TV1.
Super good at that here at Supercars NZ.
The car volume's a bit quiet though, isn't it?
Yeah, that is. I've got an electric Mustang.
Fantastic. The Mustang EV looking a lot better than that other one they made.
I've made it to another checkpoint. So the goal is to make it down. So if you get a 1x, you're not eligible for the podium, which is the Simplex prizes we've got up for grabs. The podium perks, I think I was calling those. But if you make it down to the bottom, you're still eligible for some iRacing credit. Thanks to you, fantastic guys at Supercars NZ.
Yeah, that's the one.
And you got 3 people sick this, Corey.
Wow. Is there? Oh no, that's it into a tree. I think that's gone burgers for me.
Oh, see ya.
You might have enough gas to back it out of there.
I think I might be out of gas.
Oh no.
So how much fuel are the guys running? How much did we get it down to in the end?
Actually, think I might have blown my engine on the hit.
Not overly strategic there. Shut her off.
So
Right.
there's a few guys lined up waiting to go. Leon Weir, Big McMurray, Leith Smitty and Dan Nolan are all sitting within each other on the start line, so we'll see who's actually going to be
Right,
the next
called
one to
Dan
set off.
Nolan.
Oh yep, Dan's away.
So yeah, so did we clarify how much fuel the lads have in each of the wagons tonight?
1.3.
1.3 litres. Is that the is that the size of the rotary engine that we've got to crank these V8 motors over?
Get them started.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, just enough, just enough. Get them started off the line, and their choice whether they idle down like Corey did, or whether they shut her off and hope like hell. So
Well,
yeah.
Dan Nolan's already gone 4 seconds quicker than me over the first sector, and already onto the dirt.
Oh, go the dirt.
Yeah, that thing onto the dirt is tricky, Doug, that left-hander. I did alright. That's probably the best I've done, because I've definitely crashed there quite a few times.
Have you got a roof cam there, Shano?
I don't believe so. No, my nose is still set up as nose.
There we go.
Yeah. Bit of time.
All those undulations in the road that I'm seeing there, is that a mistake by iRacing? Is that some really bad bad input by iRacing, or have they done justice?
I believe they've done it justice.
Oh, it's
Now
going to
we're
get
on the
tight
smooth
here.
stuff.
Yeah, of course, a lot of these guys with fresh paint jobs too. First time we've had them on the broadcast too, so there's a lot of new stuff floating around, especially with these new cars. So this is actually the first broadcast we've done with Gen 3. So how about it?
It's pretty funny, eh? First broadcast.
The first one.
Gen 3 V8s, Supercars NZ.
I took their motor
Downhill.
away.
1.3 litres of fuel.
But it is a good
just
option
gravity.
to. It is a good option to admire the hard work of some of the painters in the community, and the man who's done a great job on this jigsaw livery is actually on the lounge with us at the moment. Corey Kitchen, great work, mate.
Yeah, it's superb.
Yeah, it's given a sort of a dark sort of feel to the jigsaw cars for this season.
I love the chrome jigsaw logo on the dark background as well. That looks, anytime you've got chrome on a dark background, looks epic.
Yeah, it was about getting that to pop off the side, which definitely has. But I've got to put a rear windscreen banner on that car and see what their update with the grille is and the template. So that'll be something to work on.
This is fantastic, and obviously tonight, an excellent cause for which of why we are running the event, and there was another great idea and suggestion put forward by Corey. Obviously, some great meaning and reasons behind it. So big shout out to you, Corey, for getting this one off the ground and making it the first Gen 3 stream for the Supercars NZ new season.
So fun, so cool.
Well, I can't take the credit for the idea completely, because KSR have done it with an open wheeler a few years ago, and I definitely have always wanted to do something, and I thought, well, let's try these Gen 3 cars out, eh? And Aaron Goodrick is away now. He's the next one out on the circuit. Well, the hell, we'll call it.
On the hills.
Yeah, very cool. How are we gonna? Do we know what the times they're doing? Is there an update for that at all?
Yep,
When they
as long
make
as
it down, it will.
As long as I get to the bottom without any incident points, then it'll tell us their time.
Fantastic. I'm loving all the mapped bumps and bits and pieces in the road. There wasn't a dig at iRacing before. They've done a mighty fine job of scanning this Mount Washington circuit here. So all those bumps and turns and twists and grinds that you see are all very much lifelike to the real thing, as iRacing does with all of their great racetracks that they provide to us. So thank you, iRacing.
Absolutely, and it's alright, Doug, we all understand your sarcasm.
Just making sure iRacing does too. don't want to wake up tomorrow morning and go, your account is no longer active.
So an interesting strategy I'm noticing with Dan as well, you can hear the engine coming back to life at low revs every now and then, so he's actually letting the clutch out to utilise that engine braking to help him get the car slowed up for some of those tighter corners.
And Chris Zalewski is the next one away as well. And he's got a fantastic paint job on in the spirit of Christmas.
Has it got
A racecraft entry.
Better have Santa on it.
Kiss My Big Red Something, I believe, is on the back.
Maybe we don't want to zoom on that. How's Aaron's progression down the hill? Has he got through the dirty section?
He's actually fastest through the first 3 sectors, or 4. It doesn't seem to show anything for the first sector.
And what a cool livery that he's got on that vehicle too. Another superb looking piece for the Rosetown entry.
Yeah, we'll jump back to that in a moment. Dan Nolan nearly at the finish, so that's why I want to be sticking on with him. He might be our first legitimate time on the board as he comes down the final hill there.
Oh, there he goes!
Past our flagman in the checkered flag shirt, and He's done a 7:23.38, so that one has counted,
Fantastic.
and that's our benchmark, and that is the livery you were talking about there, Douglas.
Yeah. Rosetown Motor Group. Couple of MRX logos on there still as well. The bit of a head nod back to the original team that he was with.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yep, and we've been used to seeing the silver with black detail livery for Aaron with the Rosetown Motor Group, but he's changed things up this season with a darker base colour with a lot of orange splashed on there, and I think it looks absolutely spectacular.
It's a is it orange or is it red or is it orange or hued?
I think we'll let the viewers decide that one, eh?
Whatever it is, it's superb. We'll go with that.
So Chris
Saw a bit
Zalewski...
of,
Sorry?
no, I was going to say I saw a bit of dirt getting kicked up there on that corner. I wonder if he's picking up any X's on the way down.
Potentially. Chris Zalewski's just come out of the dirt section. I was hoping to catch him in there, but that's alright. I'll get used to figuring out when people are in there.
Car 6 now, Quinn Wilson away. So I've set them off in lowest car number first, and some people were strategically that knew that have come in with a high car number. So looks like Stefan McCartan's going last.
Yeah, there you go.
Make Supercars great again.
I'll have to work out where I can find this session.
Posted
Join,
sessions.
there
Yes, and the password is the F word with a capital F. Cancer. And that's right, we're raising money for the Cancer Society New Zealand tonight, the You Can for Cancer, and there is a link in the description of your video, wherever you're watching, hopefully, whether it's Facebook or YouTube or on the NZ Sim Racing TV network. So, yeah, welcome along, and yeah, this is a bit of fun, bit of Gen 3 action, and Aaron's made it to the bottom with a 6 minute, 54.90.
Yep, he's made it to the bottom of the track and goes to the top of the timing screens.
Yes, a sub 7 minute. So I've only seen one other person do that, and he's got a high car number, so we'll be waiting for that till near the end.
So Quinn Wilson making his way down the upper slopes of Mount Washington at the moment. And onto the dirt, and that is such a tricky spot. You can see how much it just wants to slide wide. He's clipped that rock.
Wow, yeah.
and he's using a boost to get out of there.
He'll have an X there too, so his time probably may be invalid now, but of course making it to the bottom is what's important too, getting home. And we've had 2 out of 3 make it to the bottom so far, with me being the only failure. I found myself in a tree.
So Quinn Wilson supporting Apex Hunters United and wants to make Supercars great again.
Well done. We've got the current top of the table man just joined us here in the broadcasting lounge. Aaron, that was a superb run down the hill, mate. How was it?
Yeah, not too bad. It was a bit nerve-wracking, to be honest. I was kind of like, right, don't run it off the road, don't run into a tree, don't run into a rock, just make it to the bottom, but try go under 7 minutes. So, yeah, it was good.
Not the usual things that you'd say when you're racing down when you're racing around a race circuit is watch out for trees, rocks, and other obstacles. Have you put much practice time into the Mount Washington circuit before coming along tonight?
Probably half an hour the other night, and then just sort of the half hour before this. But no, other than that, not much. Just probably the most challenging part. There's about 3 or 4 corners that really sneak up on you, and if you don't know they're coming, it's very, very quick just to run off the road. Especially if you got the clutch in.
D-part scene, as it would you'd say.
Yeah, well, you've got no engine brakes, obviously. You know what I mean? When you got the clutch in, you kind of just go into a corner and you think, oh, I need to stop this, and you can't shift down and let the clutch out because it kind of just compression locks and rotates. So
Oh,
certainly,
good point.
yeah, good bit of fun. It's a for a good cause, obviously. So it was cool to come along, and I don't think that time will quite hold up against a couple of the other boys that are a little bit later in the list. But we'll see how we go.
All it takes is 1x, Mr. Goodrick,
That's
and
all it takes is a little
yeah.
bit of dirt too wide on that dirt section is hella slippery.
Yeah, I had a tree. I ended up in some trees, so I didn't make it all the way down. I failed.
Oh, that's right. It's
Yeah.
it's all for the fun of it, and thanks for setting it up, Corey. I'll let you boys get back to it, and I'll go over yarn with the other chaps.
No
Awesome.
worries.
Thank you.
Very cool.
Thanks, mate.
Thanks, mate.
So Crystal,
So Sean
you just come
McNamara is
to the
away
line
too
there.
now. Oh, sorry. Yeah, we got one finishing.
Yep, Chris pops into third with a 7:30.65, and I did cross to Sean McNamara as we were talking to Aaron there as well, and here he is making his way down.
Yeah, the better looking of the jigsaw cars.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Oh, it's probably my favourite paint job I've done that car there. I'm pretty happy with that, and that was weeks of planning as he gets round that left hander.
Lots of understeer.
Oh, yeah, that's all you get there. I think it's just the camber of that corner and coming onto dirt. You turn left, and the car just goes, "No, there's trees there. I want to go there."
So I wonder if we can see how white-knuckled Macca's fingers are as he gets down through this dirt section. He's right up into 5th gear, look at that.
There'll be a bit of strategy in behind me.
Oh, we tried to use the motocross berm there, didn't quite work it right, but
So just in case anyone was thinking how challenging this might be, this angle certainly proves it. As you can see, the car struggling over all the bumps and grinds, and yeah, just letting gravity pull you down the hill.
Definitely need to throw him in the lounge after his run and
So,
yeah, give us a bit of an update.
have you got the dashboard overlay there, Shane, so we can see
I
how
do.
quick he's going? Oh, there we go, 50 k's. Oh,
Let's put the accelerator into it there.
we're up to
Leon
there you
Weir
go,
is
look at
late.
this. Fantastic.
And I think Quinn Wilson's had a drama out there because he looks to have reset and hasn't got a time on the board, so
Oh.
Yeah, I told the boys to stick around. We might have some 1v1s if we get through everybody reasonably quickly, and we got some time.
Very cool, very cool. Alright,
Absolutely
I'm
no
gonna
rule.
guys, have fun, enjoy the evening, and cheers Corey for putting this together. Bloody good for the Cancer Society and very cool for Supercars NZ, so wicked man.
Hey, no worries, Wayno. It's yeah, it's just one of those. It just sort of happened. I didn't really plan it to be a charity event. It was just sort of going to be something fun to wind down the years. For some people, it's been a long year. For some people, it's been a good year, and it's just all about just getting everybody together and good group of guys all having a nudge here for the Cancer Society, and I bloody love that. But thanks for popping in, Wayno. Love it.
Very cool. Have a good
Very,
Christmas,
very cool.
guys. If I don't see you, be good. Catch up.
cheers, mate.
See you, Wayne. Merry Christmas, mate.
Yeah, it is that time of year, isn't it? Everybody's stressed out, and I tell you, the Cancer Society, for one of our members, Blake, he has let me know. Well, he let us know in the comments how he supported this. This Cancer Society have been excellent for himself and his partner Brooke, who've been going through they've had one of those years that I mentioned before that hasn't gone really well. But I guess at the end of the day, it has gone well, because after seeing a photo of them two a month or so ago, it led into the inspiration for me doing this. So as we see Sean McNamara, he looks to have... he's down the bottom, isn't he? No, not.
No, not quite. Getting there towards it though. About say 2/3 of the way down now. And we've also had Ben McMurray depart the top of the top of the field as well, making his way down there.
Yep, Ben's on his way. Another Apex Hunters United livery.
Oh, and he's
Oh! Avoids the rocks, takes the front splitter off, so that's going to invalidate his time, but he can still get to the bottom and be eligible for the spot prize. And actually, the splitter's evaporated its way back onto the car.
You know, and there is damage in the service, so I'm not sure what's going on there.
That's interesting. Looks like Ben might have even picked up a bit of a slowdown there, because while you were off him and I was watching him, he nearly come to a full stop, and then I heard him turn the engine back on and accelerate away again. So
As you were saying that, Sean had a bit of a lock up and ran very wide around the corner there, but managed to get it around.
I suppose I've got 3 screens, I could utilise them better and have one in the middle rather than one on the far right and the far left.
Who needs to make things easy for yourself?
No, not me. So we've just got these two rolling on here at the moment. Sean McNamara. Have we got a track map? Does it load a track map?
No, unfortunately it doesn't. I tried to bring that up in the track info screen and there was nothing there.
And Sean has made it. And he's
And
got
he
into
has done a
second.
time.
7:09.99. And he has,
Very
yeah, I
nice.
was just looking to see if he had any incidents, and yeah, 0 incidents in the
Wow.
entries list. So I'm keeping an eye on that so we can tell you that Ben McMurray's got a couple of incident points, and he's currently on the dirt section.
Ooh.
So just making it to the bottom. That's all you got to do from here. And maybe a chat with Sean McNamara. Is that something we should be doing, I reckon?
Absolutely.
I'm just trying to work who's next out.
Looks like
As
Roger
far as
Forbert might have
Canada,
just parked himself
yeah.
on the line.
Oh, yes. Yeah, yeah.
And is away.
There he goes.
And he certainly made very good use of accelerating up and using, probably I'm guessing, all of what was available to him. Just grabbing some gears there on the way down.
Yeah, he's got some speed very early on in the course.
Yes. I don't know whether that's to be at full advantage. Certainly give it a squeeze to get it up and moving, but I think at the top section here there's still enough corners where you have to get really in on the brakes and slow right down to get through some like these hairpin corners here that might be better used towards the bottom on some of those straighter sections, giving the old gas a squeeze when things open up between the trees a bit.
Yeah, I'd certainly be wanting to give it the odd squirt out of the hairpins, although he has given it a fair squirt out of that hairpin, so he hasn't used it all up.
Yeah, and that's all you really want to use, a squirt. I like how you use that as your analogy of it. Because, yeah, that 1.3 litres of fuel didn't last long for me.
Oh.
Of course, Shane, you're going to have a go too. Doug, you're into it as well. You're in the server. You're 2 goes away, mate. 2 goes away. So next up will be Dan Turner, I believe, and then you've got car 17. So that's you, mate.
Oh, crikey! I didn't come along here to have a crack, but well, why not? Yeah, that is.
Oh, we've just lost. I think that might have been an issue on my end as I was just turning my wheel on, realising that I am going to have to get ready to have a go down on the stream. Won't get very far if my wheel's not on.
I tell you what, boys, it's nerve-wracking. Everyone in the chat was watching you.
Well done, mate. Second place.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. I mean, I hadn't all the practicing. I hadn't seen the time, so did it on the night. Cool.
You saved the best for when it counts.
Yeah, I was just going a bit slow in certain areas, but
Oh.
obviously the few boys that have lucked out. It's cool. It's more the most nerve-wracking thing I think most of us have done in the chat. We're talking about.
Well, that's cool. I like that.
Everyone's watching you, you know. It's just like,
And probably giving you a little bit of crap as well.
oh no. To be honest, it's one of those good vibe things. Since it's a bit of a thing, it's everyone's supporting each other, which is unlike us. Yeah. As a group, you know, we like to give each other a hard time, but nah, it's good vibes down there in the chat room for sure.
Well done, mate. You put it into second so far, so can't complain about that.
I think Finis Maximus will be the man to watch, and I think he's going to be the last. So,
yeah. Oh, Stefan Khan at 999.
Yeah, Stefan's obviously quick. Is he quick with no motor? That's the question.
Yeah. How much practice has he put in? Was he up at 5 a.m. this morning?
Oh! That's the corner that got quinned, and the corner I lost lots of time on because they told me about it.
I only made it to the fifth sector, and I had the same sort of fate into a tree.
Yeah, they actually, everyone was going, oh, there's Corey's tree. There's Corey's tree. He was going past it. There's Corey's tree.
Dan Turner's away.
I think this is an absolute awesome idea you've come up here with Corey, and it is something that we'll be doing in the future, I would suggest.
Yeah, it could be something we could do at the end of every year for a bit of fun, eh? It's good to find interesting ways to have a race night, I think. Yeah.
It's going to be like, there's 17 in there plus all the other boys that do it, so there's 20 of us that are doing it. I mean, I'm sure it'll catch on. When they watch the replay and check it out in the broadcasting lounge and see how much of a blast it actually was. I think more people will come around to it.
Oh, Dan navigates that dirty left-hander onto the dirt very well.
Yeah, that looked like he's put a fair bit of practice into that corner because that was expertly done.
Yeah, second fastest through that sector too, Dan. And Doug, you better get ready. You're going to be next off the line.
I don't even know how to turn the flipping thing on.
Doug hasn't done any practice, nothing. He's just here, and that's
you can learn a lot from watching though. Can learn a lot. Here we go. He's going into the tight. Oh, this guy's done this before. This is very, very well done.
Oh, I've got like nothing, no voice comms mapped or nothing.
You're right, Doug. You roll, mate.
Sound. Turn that one on and try that again. Rightio, I'll get going.
So Dan's fastest through the third sector too.
Is there a view for outside the car?
Don't you spare an iRacing. He is very quick. I don't know what this guy's on. I don't know, planet was his angles.
I'll tell you what, that was a cool shot zooming in on Corey's number 6 as Doug pulled away from the line there. That
was all planned.
Corey's not number 6. Oh, 06, that's why.
Yeah, 6 is my lucky number.
Yeah. And we've got Roger Forbert almost at the bottom.
Yes, and Roger has got 2 incident points, so just making it to the bottom. So we won't see a time for him. Oh, Dan Turner, he's just putting in. He's quickest so far, so look for a really good time from Dan. He's just gone through the 5th sector.
Yeah, and 3 consecutive purple sectors for Dan, so he is rapid out there.
Yeah, I guess people watching, there isn't a whole lot of sound. It's just going to be a little bit of tyre noise and tyre squealing and car versus tree.
It's almost just put yourself in the driver's point of view, just puckering up for every corner. It's awesome.
Roger comes across and eclipses Sean McNamara, goes to P2 with a 707.59.
Yeah, but 2 incident points. Leon Weir also with 1. He didn't complete it.
Oh, so it's actually the incidents do.
Yeah, has recorded it with, wow, there we go.
Yeah, there you go.
Douglas Bickley absolutely taking his time out there.
I don't know how to make it go faster.
Drop into the clutch
Yeah.
in. I think you're on the engine brakes and that's limiting you.
I don't have a clutch.
Well, you're buggered then, aren't you?
Oh yeah, 6 gears really your only option here.
Alright.
Where did your clutch go?
I don't have a clutch. I drive GT3s, mate.
We rushed him into it. You're doing all right.
Yeah,
There's going to be
do
someone
that.
starting though soon.
Okay, give the boys some news.
Let them know I've got no clutch.
Alright, I'll leave.
So next must be Leith Swinney, is it? Jumping from 17 straight to 225.
Yeah, I think Leo might be in control of that.
Dan Turner in the final sector now, just about at the end of his run. Those 3 purple sectors should have him on a very competitive time, but he hasn't been able to match Aaron in the 1st or 7th sectors. We'll see what he can do in the final one.
Nearly went off the dirt, boys. That left-hander is very, very, very bad.
Yeah, you're lucky you got to see that corner a few times before you had your attempt, because my first attempt was absolutely terrible there. And as he ran across the line,
And he goes to the top with a 654.25, so that's very, very close to Aaron Goodrick when you consider the length of the track, within a second there, so very competitive time.
yeah, great time, Dan. Well done. And you see Doug crawling down in his Napa Camaro. And of course, thanks Napa for supporting us in the Broadcasting Lounge for 2024. We absolutely appreciate that, and along with all of the weekly sponsors and, of course, All Ports and MRP as well. But tonight, it's about the Cancer Society, and we'll give you an update shortly on if anybody else has put any donations in. But there is a link in the description of the video if you'd like to make a donation. Head to the You Can for Cancer link, which is set up for the Gen 3 Super SoapBox.
Yep, so that's there in the description. Scroll to the bottom and you should see that link. So, looks like Leith Swinney hasn't taken to the line as yet, so only Douglas Bickley on track at the moment.
Yeah, the boys are waiting because Doug's doing so well. They thought they'd give him a little bit more room. Okay? So, nothing in game.
Just FYI, this is the second time I've driven the car, and I think this is about the fastest I've ever had it going.
Corner. Yeah, you concentrate on your lap. Let us concentrate on mocking you. Thank you, sir. No, you're doing well, mate. You've got further than some have. So well done.
Hey, heaven forbid. I mean, it would have been good to be told to fix a clutch to it before going out there.
Yeah, that would be helpful. Yes.
And then they could have said, "Hey, look, let's Doug have a restart so he can sort himself out."
I tell you what, Doug, I'm going to give you a second opportunity because once we've finished this, all the drivers want to go down there together after the race.
Bit of bull rush.
Well, a bit of a bull rush, but I think we're thinking about a reverse order, but just going straight after one after the other, you know, and see if we can't get down and have a bit of a laugh at the end. Anyway.
I love that. I'm all for it.
Yeah.
I did want some sort of jewels or something, you know, if anybody's
so
got a
we're going to
grudge.
go down afterwards. I think you call it reverse grid, and I think it'll be quite fun. But everyone just leave one after the other.
Let's get another one away. Look, if Leith catches Doug, he'll pull out of the way.
All right, I'll go.
Well, no incident points for you yet, Doug, but I can tell you that your times are considerably slower than some of the other ones through the sectors.
Hard.
I mean, the advantage you have got is you've got some engine braking and consistent engine braking as you come into the corners. You're not having to dump the clutch to initiate that engine braking.
No, I'm grabbing the brake every once in a while because I've only ever been through this a couple of times, and that was a fair few years ago when it first came out. So this is pretty nerve-wracking. It's like going and telling someone to go and drive through the North Island for the first time in a semi. That's how I feel anyway. Oh god, there's cones there.
See Nico just letting some of his secrets out in the chat. So he's been using SimHub and he's been putting red dots for points where he knows he's going to have to slow down. So that's kind of smart thinking.
That's an interesting one. Do they come up graphically, do they?
They must do. As we
Wow.
see, Anthony Green has hit the dirt and made it fine around that left-hander.
Has he got a clutch?
He will have a clutch, yes.
So we skipped over Leith Swinney, have we? Cause,
Yeah, Leith hasn't left yet.
well, that must
He
put me
obviously was
next,
just
I think.
away. Maybe Leith's going. He has lit up. No, he hasn't yet, so I'm not sure where he's gone.
Maybe
He's
he's
manually
using.
disconnected.
I was going to say maybe he's using me as a recce. I'm sending him all the cheat codes. Who puts a big wiper blade in the middle of the flipping windscreen when you're trying to look around corners?
Oh, Chevrolet.
Yeah.
To
Great
be fair, I
car.
think Ford have done it as well.
It first happened on a Honda Prelude.
Uh-huh.
Or probably didn't.
Did I hear your name, Shane? Are you...
Yeah, yes.
Am I up, am I?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Alright. Oh, Valtech, I need to raise my spring perch.
So Doug's
Need a picture in picture, Corey.
yeah, there's a lot going on.
Oh, I've gone the wrong way here, I think.
Get down the mills.
So we're making sure everybody gets their go. And Dougie is giving it a nudge. And we're
Apparently,
going to go on board. Here we go, on board with Shane White. And he's going to give it a go. The Passion Sim Racing Camaro. And he's giving it the herb off the line.
Just want to point out I've only got one screen here as well because I'm set up for streaming, not racing.
have you got really long arms right now?
Yeah, he's going to go off.
No, it's not too bad,
right-hander
actually.
Right here.
And my steering profile is not loaded correctly either.
Might have wrecked that. And that is the end of Shane White, I think. No oil pressure, he's just blowing his motor.
Oh, yeah, I'm done. That went a long way,
Right.
didn't it?
I see the finish line. I've done it.
Well done. P7.
You made it. 10 minutes and 16 seconds.
Yeah.
Yep, zero practice, so we'll give you a little bit of a pat on the back there, my friend.
Right, now to work out how to do a clutch.
You just
That
set
was
up
fun.
a button on your steering wheel.
No, I've got a clutch pedal. I just need to work out how to map it.
Go into your controls, click on pedals, and then when you get to the clutch pedal, put your clutch pedal in, release it, and then click OK.
It's like you've clutch.
I think you do have to go through your throttle and brake on the way there.
That one. I see it. Let's try this bad boy. Steering wheel. These are all the noises that it makes when you speed up your steering wheel pedals.
Oh, I need to reload my steering profile in case I get another crack. Hopefully that time it's loaded properly.
So next up will be Thinnus, and he was fast in the other server. He was the fastest time. So be hoping he has a better run. Here we go, on track with him here. Tell you once he gets through the sector where he sits. Or you might have to click live. Are you back completely
Should be-
live?
yep,
Shane?
back live, yep.
Sweet.
Anthony coming towards the end there.
No incidents for him.
And it looks like he's been left with some gas to burn off at the end, so he's given it everything. And across the
Be a,
line,
good strategy.
P6 with a 7-minute 24-second .67.
Nice.
So Thinnus now is about halfway.
Yeah, so he was pretty quick in practice, and he's got a couple of green, well, they're all going to be green sectors, so that means it's a personal best, but he's a couple of tenths off Aaron Goodrick in the first sector, and then about 2.5 off Dan in the next one, and in the third sector he's about 3 tenths off Dan.
We've got Nico Cordia has launched off the line, flying down the hill at the moment. He really absolutely probably milked it for its oily rag worth of petrol to get it up and running. Something I probably should have done myself. Because unbeknownst to me, there's actually still a little bit of uphill sections as you go down the hill in the very first part.
Yeah, you do have to get it over a couple of little hills early on there.
Well, I'll call them very small rises that you could certainly roll over them, but not fast.
Especially if you don't have a clutch pedal mapped.
No, that's right.
So just the next one away will be Stefan McCartan, and he'll be the last. So then we'll be looking to have that free for all down the hill at the end. All for a bit of fun, raising some money for the Cancer Society tonight. And I'll give you an update. I'll just refresh the page. Probably still where we were when we started, I believe. Yeah, 635. So we're pretty happy with that. It's just, you know, it wasn't even planned to be a charity event, but I guess I couldn't get through the year without having one, and here we go. It was nice and easy, didn't take a whole lot of work. And the link's in the description if you would like to donate to the Cancer Society of New Zealand.
Yep, very, very much worthwhile place for our donations. So certainly get in behind that one. I think, like Corey, we've both had a few people close to us this year that have been affected by the old the old dreaded sea, and yeah, unfortunately on my side, a couple have not got through it. But they've certainly been put into a pretty good position of being looked after during those during those moments, and the help that's been able to be used for the family as well has been great. So yeah, every bit certainly makes a difference. So it's yeah, get them behind it. Might not necessarily be for yourself, but can be for someone very close to you, unbeknownst to your workmates, colleagues, friends, neighbours, and whatnot. And we never know what's around the corner for us later on in life. So get in now. It's like putting a wee bit away in the bank, I'd say.
Yeah, well put there, Dougie. Yeah, what they do is, you know, just those little things and support, whether it's tasking the local school to make a gift and drop around to people around in the area that have been affected, and helping people get to appointments, and counselling is another one as well, because it's definitely, you know, it's hard on the head, and yeah, that's what it's all about. Just out there giving a little bit of support, and we see Thinness now close to the bottom, and we'll see what sort of time he pops up here to the top. Whoa.
Wow.
Oh, so only one purple sector, but it's a 6:42.74, so 12 seconds quicker than Dan Turner overall. That's insane.
Yeah, wow, well done.
I bet you he was on his first time too.
So Stefan McCartan making his way down. Shouldn't be too far away from coming into the dirt section, I think. Yeah, here he goes.
And it's honestly, unless you've been behind the steering wheel of trying to get around that left-hander on the dirt, there is actually no other corner out there quite like it. It is off-cambered, it is tight, and there is a whole lot of nothing stopping you from ejecting yourself off the side of that hill.
Nico is he's through 6 sectors now, with 2 of them being quickest, so his time will be looking to be up there as well. 3/4 of the way down for Nico.
So this corner getting off the dirt is extremely tricky as well. Just wants to understeer there, and he's done a good job there, Stefan. Takes his
It's
time.
like hitting a bit of a speed bump, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Oh, that goes around.
Nico!
Oh,
He's in the trees. Is he going to get out of there?
I don't think he is. I think he's
gonna
wedged
have
in
to
pretty
reverse
good.
up a bit.
Oh, he's giving it a go. He might be alright. He's got out of
Oh,
there.
well done.
He's got 3 incident points, so we'll see if this counts as time. But of course, making it to the bottom is a goal.
Oh, have you got it? Have you got SDK? Any data comes up with those as crash data?
Yep, we can have a look back at that, see what happened.
You can for cancer tidily in there too for the replay, mate. Well done.
Oh,
Have you
just
got a
caught
different
the
angle?
inside bank.
It was the exact same angle I was watching on, and I just couldn't quite catch what happened. Maybe from the, it was like it glitched on something.
Unfortunately, TV2 the same. You know what? I think he's tried to grab. He's tried to give it some gas because he wanted a bit more pace, and I think he's just lit it up in too low a gear, maybe.
Huh. Well, thank you for going back and having a look at that, and that paints the picture of why Corey and I exclaimed in such horror at the same time as to what was happening.
Well, he's near the bottom now, so he is very, very close to the end. So he was slower than you through that 7th sector, Doug, with that crash. So
You mean I was faster than someone?
Through one part you were, yeah.
For a one part, yeah.
Oh, he's jumped into 5th there, so
Nice. Oh,
7:09.63.
Oh, and if you look at that, he was a couple of second gap there on Roger. I reckon he probably spent about 10 seconds off in the weeds, so he could have had a 4th there, maybe.
Triple 9 Stephen McCartan making his way down. Not using too much in the way of engine braking. He is sitting in 2nd gear, so he wants to be careful if he does try to release that clutch at some of the higher speeds. Gives it a bit of a squirt on the throttle there to pick up some extra speed.
Shane, I was wondering whether we need to get a wheel, do we, for the people that have made it to the bottom, put their names on it. Or we could use numbers, I guess, 1 to 10. That will work. There's been 10 that have made it to the bottom, but do we exclude Duck? Or no, I don't think we can. Yeah, it's just for some iRacing credit, and I can't even remember how many we had to give away, Wayne, if you're still watching. I don't want to go overboard.
Usually you say maybe like 20s is sort of a good round number, isn't it?
Yeah, no, we'll probably just do a couple of 20 iRacing credits, so we'll just do a couple of spin the wheels. We'll see if Stefan makes it to the bottom, and then of course we'll have our podium, which will, at the moment, Thinnis, Venter, Dan Turner, and Aaron Goodrick are your three. Stefan is currently, he's had the fastest through the 6th sector. He's been pretty thereabouts through the rest of them, and he is near the bottom now. And he is going for it, yeah.
This is the pace that I thought I had coming down the hill, except it was probably about half.
Looks like he saved a lot of fuel for the end. Let's see where he pops in here. Second.
Whoa.
651.
Nice.
Alright, so we've got 11 that have made it down. I have got a wheel set up with 11 names on it.
You're well and truly ahead of the game this season here, Shano. You're doing a mighty fine job.
Thank you, Dougie. Give it a bit of a shuffle and then we can hopefully get that on screen. Alright, so we're just going to go, are we?
Yeah, yep, definitely.
Alright,
Looks good.
the first one is going to be number 10, and that is Chris Zalewski.
Whoop, whoop.
So we'll remove Chris off that one. We're giving it another go.
We will do one
Yep.
more. Yep.
And the second one is going to be number 2 by the look of it, Stephen McCartan. So he gets a
Nice.
podium prize and a spot prize. He's a bit tinny,
Very
isn't he?
Wow.
Could have almost
Right.
taken the podium out of there, but
And Mackie, you've jumped in, and so you've got a plan for what's going to happen here?
Ah, water's going to go down. Looks like they've started without me. Water's going to go down and just have a blast and have a laugh and try not to hit each other.
You're going to try not to hit each other.
Try.
I see bits of car falling out.
Yeah.
What's going on here?
Weird. That's weird. Hey. Are we all here? I don't know.
You go down and check if everyone's on the grid, and I'll call the start over the comms.
Alright, mate.
That was like a Supercars slinky.
Oh, wow, and this is absolute carnage here now.
I'm just going to chuck this on most exciting and let iRacing pick the cameras.
Great. And of course, they've still got the 1.3 litres of fuel too, so they're all going to run out because they're going pretty hard at the moment.
oh no!
Oh,
Oh Christ!
I feel like they're all going to overcook it when they get to the dirt.
Oh yeah. Look at that gap already. There's
Oh!
Oh, someone went off there. Who was
that
that?
was Sean. Oh, he might be going off the side.
And of course, you reset to a checkpoint if that happens. Looks like he might make it back on the track. He has.
Yes.
Oh, it keeps reverting back to Sean with the most exciting.
It does. It was certainly a pretty wild ride when he picked him up.
Oh, that's a big wreck.
Was that Nico? No, it wasn't Nico. Who was it?
Oh,
Thinness.
Finis. He's back going again now.
oh, we've got one rolling. Oh, and they've hit Macca.
I think Sean's just used up all his gas trying to get out. Oh no, he's still got some.
Oh,
No,
he's
he's
out
copping,
now.
I think. Yeah. Oh, it's a parking lot at the dirt.
It looks like Leon, is it? Leon out in the front? No.
No. That was 00, which was Dan Nolan.
Dan. And he's got Herbie behind him. Well, you haven't got that refreshed in your paint, but Dan Turner's painted his Camaro up like Herbie.
Yes, I saw that one. Number 53.
I'm disappointed I haven't got that shine on my end. I've got my trading paints all set up where it should have automatically refreshed everything when I loaded into the server, so that's a shame.
Sounds like I can hear a lot of engines. So, yeah, have they managed to get more fuel somehow?
Well, I think what they're doing is just letting the clutch out to use that engine braking, and that gets the engine turning over and making a bit of noise.
Hey.
Two of them. Dan Nolan went through there with a lot of speed, and obviously he didn't stop.
Well, Quinn has still got some gas left because he's been able to drive it out of there.
Someone who wasn't able to drive it out of there, Macca, you were caught just on the sharpest part of the slope. No, Macca?
No, he's gone back downstairs. Stefan and Nico seem to be the two at the front.
That blackout OPR livery looking pretty cool there as well.
Very, very slick.
Oh, cutting across the grass.
Whoa.
Bottoms out as he comes back on.
Some boys have been working out the rally lines for sure. Oh, we've had a big one with Quinn and Dan. Both of them restarting from the last checkpoint, making their way around Corey Corner. No,
It's got a name.
Dan's got back at Corey Corner.
There's a bunch of cars in there. Look at that.
Oh, the
and then Roger
Misfits
Hallberg
car
almost getting in there.
squeezes through.
Anthony Green's on his roof. Maybe desperately waiting for someone to come down and rectify him.
Still got the rear wheels spinning.
Well,
one of them anyway.
Rectify him.
How was
Injured
it?
Camaro in its natural habitat. Yeah?
How was he only got one rear wheel spinning on a spool diff? I don't get that.
Maybe that bit broke, or that wheels jammed on something on the inside. That's unfortunate.
Stefan out by himself at the moment, just cruising down. Quinn's got a cone.
Oh,
And a tree.
gosh. Chris Zalewski is making Rudolph on the front of his car absolutely terrified.
Oh, he is too.
Another one was he was punching his way across the corner cuts like we saw from Stefan before.
And Stefan's just made it to the bottom.
He's not negotiated that corner very well. And he's actually gone a long way up. He's gone back to the restarting point of Corey's corner. He's down for a second nudge.
Something's happened. My keyboard's just died.
That's not ideal. The thinnest nearly to the bottom now. He's got a Misfits car just behind him. Looks like number 11. That's going to be Roger Forbert, and Roger looks like he's pretty keen to try and squeeze his way by here. Don't think he's going to be able to find any way to get that done though. And they come through, and Roger runs over the poor flag man. Everyone either made it down or given up.
So Doug is going to challenge Dan in a 1v1 here.
Oh, that'll be interesting.
Alright. Yep, they did.
Oh no!
Oh,
Doug has left the chat.
That was a corner I was not expecting.
Right, I don't know who we got next.
looks like Aaron moving to the front there. Oh, we got Aaron already underway and Stephen McCartan.
I'm just saying, go into the comms every now and then, and people seem to be taking off.
Fair enough.
So Stefan actually improved his time in that free-for-all. Did a 6:33. So did the
Wow.
finish. Yeah, it's next to a 6:42 he did to me. 6:33, that's nuts. A bit of fun to finish off the evening, just past 9 o'clock New Zealand time. Thank you very much to everybody that took part tonight, whether it was just helping me out through the course of the last month of working this out, and Shane for broadcasting, Dougie for getting amongst it, and everybody for getting out there on track. Got a bit of a three-way happening here now. Is it some blocking? Anthony Green just found himself in a ditch again, and onto the dirt, and it's not too late to make a donation. Link, of course, is in the description of the video, whether it's on the NZ Sim Racing TV or the Broadcasting Lounge. You should be able to find it, the You Can for Cancer SoapBox Derby link. Make a donation, help us get to our $1,000 goal, which was 500, and we got that earlier tonight and upped it to 1,000. So we've got less than 400 to go, roughly 600 and something. 300 and something to go. I think 375, maybe something like that. Quick maths.
Better than I'd do.
65, I think.
I think I know the perfect head-to-head that we need, Corey.
Yeah.
You and me, let's go.
All right. Let me put my racing back on my main screen. And we'll let Doug shout us off. It looks like, is that you with the red car you pulled in, Shane?
No, that's not me.
Oh, it looks like we'll just have a three-way. Are you going to jump in on this too?
Yeah, right.
Right, you guys let me know when you're gridded, and I'll count you in.
Yep.
20, 19,
Come on.
2, 1, go.
Car on the left. Clear. Car on the left. Clear.
Oh, my steering profile's still not right. That's not going to be helpful.
Right side. Keep to the left.
Oh!
Clear.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I did a lid skid.
Oh no! Oh!
Oh, we might have to look at the replay of that. That was a definite lid skid by me.
I think it's just free for all now.
Well, I'll tell you what, folks. Next Tuesday night, start of a new season in the Gen 3 race car. We'll be coming straight back to Mount Washington and doing this every week. We've got some exciting racing coming up as part of our new Gen 3 series.
Watkins boot.
Watkins boot going to be the first one up for the lads in the new Gen 3, and it's going to be super exciting to see how Monday night unfolds with the practice session. There could be a bit of a rejig of people between what was Div 1 and Div 2, because these are obviously a brand new car and people are still trying to get their heads around it. Some people are obviously being greatly successful and others not clicking with them so well. We might even have to devise a third division for some of us slower ones.
Clear on the right.
No, it's going to be super good, super exciting, and that's going to be coming to you on Christmas Eve. So if you've got the eggnog flowing early and Santa's gone and made a miraculous delivery of a simulator for you, make sure you get that set up, sign up to Supercars NZ, and come and join us for our opening round.
I'll tell you what you can do is get into that Clips and Highlights channel, Doug, and check out Ben McMurray's clip he's just put in there, because he flies. He gets airborne. Very airborne, and lands it, and keeps going. Brilliant. Love it.
Unfortunately, I've used up all my gas by the time I made it to the dirt, so I've got nothing to power through here with. And I believe we're off to the classic layout of Watkins Glen Boot on Tuesday as well, so no bus stop.
Wow.
Oh, straight through. Well, there's no challenge there. Of course, I'll be there for the Christmas Eve stream, but I'm away over the between and New Year's, so it'll be my last stream for the year. And I'd just like to shout out to you two boys, and Wayne also, who's done a bit of streaming as well. This season, you guys have done a fantastic job improving and getting better and better with every stream, and absolutely love it. So yeah, shout out to you boys for all the hard work And we never finish learning, are we, boys? We're always learning something.
No, we're always trying to better ourselves, and thank you, Corey, for those nice words. It's been an absolute treat
Car stopped on the
having
left.
you back on board with us and helping us out in the broadcasting lounge. Not only with the commentating, but coming together with working with us with the picture in picture, and also coming up with great ideas and suggestions back in the admin crew, and helping out along with that. We certainly enjoyed the refresh having you come back on board. So a big thank you to you, mate, and a big Merry Christmas to you and your boy. Hope you have a great one, and we'll catch you in the new year.
Thank you very much, and yeah, likewise, you know, to look after your families through this period and save your dick driving for the simulator. Or don't, but really, you know, don't go out on the road and drive and be a dick. So, you know,
Absolutely.
keep everybody home safe wherever they're going to go this summer. And yeah, if you're going to drink and drive, then there's room for you in the Piston Cup. You can drink and drive around track, so that's back next season. So any reason to have a beer and have a good yarn, and compulsory stops for a beer refill, then Piston Cups for you. That'll be happening on Fridays and Saturdays, and GTE on a Thursday. So the new season, it's heightened up, and it looks like we've got a heap of people ready to rock down the hill at the top, Shane.
Yeah, well, I'm still making my way down now, and I've actually done quite well so far, so... Oh no, I've jinxed myself! I've put the commentator's curse on enough people this season, I've just put it on myself.
Yeah, you didn't even finish getting around that corner and you were gone.
Wow, there's 5 of them that have gone and just launched away from the line. I'd happily like to say that I managed to actually set a solid time on that second venture down the hill there. Lads, a 7:38. I was only a mere 5 seconds off the fastest official time of the next fastest official time of Quinn Wilson, a 7:33. So,
oh, good stuff.
Oh my god! Give me another half hour and I'll take the crown. Hasn't this been one of the most exciting evenings you've come across in a long time there, Macca?
The drivers love it, so that tells you how good it was. You know,
Yeah.
all egos aside, it was pretty cool. Everyone's having a good laugh.
I've already turned around and told the folks at home watching the broadcasting lounge next Tuesday night, round 1, Mount Washington.
With no gas.
Yeah, it's
this
is very cool.
Yeah, they were saying it's almost as good as a Tuesday. Well, we don't need Tuesdays. I said, take that back. Take that back. Bit of bad to go on, but yeah. No, the boys definitely, everyone enjoyed it. There's not a bad thing down there. So we'll be back, Corey. Well, a great event that you've put on here today.
Yeah, well, it's something, like I said, something we can do to wind down a year or wind down a season quite easily. It doesn't take a whole lot of admin. It's just getting everybody to go and send their donation to one place and be here on the track. And yes, a big thanks to everybody that's jumped in and had a go tonight. We've had 12 cars now make it down. And Doug, you're the slowest.
I was, but I bettered my time by about 3 minutes.
Oh, you did too. And you're still last.
Helps having a clutch map, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were, but it was a certain amount, I think.
Yeah, well, I would have gone a lot faster if I knew that. A lot faster. Like, I would have been beating Stefan easily.
You
can tell my sarcasm.
Yeah. No, and thanks, Macca. We certainly know that this is your bread and butter as far as the league goes. You know, you've been the one man solely driving the V8 seasons there for a long time, and I think this was a good one that you supported, bringing on the Gen 3 coming into the platform. Let the boys have a bit of fun, let their hair down before it gets all serious from next week.
Oh yeah. So obviously busy week for the admins too, trying to organise it. So thank you, boys. We've got lots to go. I'm really trying to corner Leon when I get him in a minute. So yeah, the Gen 3 and the new GTE series too. So we've got some exciting stuff happening over summer. And just a quick note, everyone says summer's always a slow season. We've had over 80 people sign up. So I thought
we were already over 90 when I looked the other day.
Well, it could be. I'm inviting people to my league, You boys better get your AMG and fight them all to the GTEs. So yes, lots going on. I'm finalising the format for the V8s. We've got some exciting news coming with the Enduro series, which involves a top 10 shootout. So yeah,
Boy.
I know. So I'm trying to figure that out so we don't
Oh.
stuff it in like last time.
Look at him creating more work for us.
Yeah. There's
So
something
coming to you folks from 5:45 on a Tuesday afternoon as we making our way through 4 hours of
Oh,
streaming.
Roger.
I mean,
Roger's
to
hit
be
the
honest,
tree.
Corey, all he's got to do is turn his mic on.
No. There's a lot more in the
No,
background. Getting people's points and making sure everybody's got what they need. And Roger's giving it a go with a wheel down. And how good's the damage model on these new cars? Say, it's great. Oh, and he's off. It will be. He won't be getting out of there. And I think that's just about going to be it for the night. And it's an early finish for a stream too, which we can't complain about.
I've got one last question for Macca though.
All right.
Now, Mr. McNamara, there was a lot of talk last season, maybe the season before, the time eludes me a little bit from times. iRacing, they brought out a significant update of rain to iRacing, and now the new 10.3s have wet tyres.
No, not everything. So this is a little bit of a teaser. This is how I'm thinking. The season. No change until people start calling for it, like the drivers.
Yep.
The drivers start calling for it, then I may enter it, but I'll leave it out as long as possible that I can because I want to see the drivers
enjoy the
I
series.
don't want to be mean, but it's hard enough.
Enjoy the series first.
Yeah, it's hard enough to keep side by side on a dry track. Imagine giving them a wet track. But yeah, eventually they'll moan enough they want it in a race, and once they get in the race, they'll probably want to change it straight back to not having it in the race. So we will leave rain out this season at the start, or I may bring it in later on. But the format's basically going to go normal iRacing events. We normally add about 4 or 5 laps extra on a main event. Then we'll have our one endurance race in the season, which is going to be a big 2-day event, not just one. And then we're going to finish our season like the last 2 seasons with double points. So heat racing to end the seasons with double points in the last 2 rounds. And they're going to be Sandown and Oran Park, believe it or not. So our Aussie friends will probably enjoy that. Yeah.
I don't know if you guys can see what's happening on the cars on the stream, but they're now racing each other in reverse down the track.
Who was that?
I see Dan going in reverse.
Yeah, Ben's in there, Leon's in there, and Quin's in there. It's going to look really funny when you put it on hit replay and then hit rewind.
Hang on.
You're going to make it a hill climb.
Yeah.
Looks like a couple of drunk drivers.
Just driving up the hill.
Who's in the Apex Hunters United car? Who's in that?
Quinn.
Quinn.
Nice, well done, Quinn.
No, it was
Ben.
There was a couple. I think Quinn was one of them.
Yeah, it would have been the 2 South Islanders.
Yeah, those. Oh, look at that! Some flips from Ben McMurray.
So yes, look out next season. It's going to be full on impact. We've got some new Aussies. That's roughly the feathers of the locals. That's always going to be another exciting sort of chapter as well.
Nice. Oh, cool. Thanks for that, Macca. That clears that up. 10 races of rain and two heat rounds.
I'm known to make the odd mistake late in a race, so you just never know, Dougie. You just never know.
Very good. Hey, Macca, thank you, mate, for what's been an awesome few seasons and years gone by, and from me and I'm sure the other boys as well. Wishing you also Merry Christmas to you and your whānau, and hope that you have a good one on the way through as we bring on the summer series to all our loving fans and drivers out there in the virtual world.
Yes, no doubt. So we look forward to what happens tomorrow. We'll probably have Oh no, so our final farewell for the year is actually the start of the season. So yeah, we'll probably have a bit of a chat tomorrow and a bit of a powwow between all the admins, and thank everyone for all their hard work over the last year. And thank our sponsors too. I believe Wayne's got something organised there for the sponsors, so it'll be good.
Nice.
And we'll go from there. Cheers.
Cool.
Yeah, so we'll have a Mad Week race going up tomorrow night. Won't be streamed, but Doug and I need to work out what that's going to be and chuck it up and give everybody something to come along to, and then we kick off.
PTEs at Mount Washington sounds great.
I was going to say, yeah, let's torture them by not allowing them to actually test their cars, but just roll them down a hill again.
Yeah, and
It's gonna rain.
It's gonna rain.
Well, actually, I don't think the GTEs are rain ready, are they?
oh, I
No,
don't think they
no, they're
are.
not.
No.
Thank
But we
God.
can't get that one wrong.
Thank God.
Yeah.
I look forward to seeing you tomorrow night.
Thanks, Mecca.
Cheers,
Cheers,
Sean.
boys.
And
Yeah.
I think as we've still got cars, cars reversing down the hill, I think that's a sign that it's time to call it a night. So thanks,
Yep.
Corey, for putting on this awesome event. You can for cancer. Check out the link in the description if you want to donate towards the great cause and see if you can get us up to the goal of $1,000. Thanks to Sunblacks for getting behind it with some prizes, and of course Napa Auto Parts, dedicated sponsor of the broadcast, and there's massive thanks to those guys for everything they do for us, and thanks Doug for joining us. Thanks everybody at home for tuning in, and we will see you on Tuesday with a brand new season in these shining Eugene 3 cars.
Whoop, whoop.